Good morning. Let's continue the Nagios monitoring series videos. This is a continuation videos of Nagios XI after installation. So we are successfully connected, and today in this video we are going to learn how to configuration structure is available in the Nagios XI. We need to learn that. So yesterday I show you the graphical user interface of Nagios console. Yes or no? So today I will explain about the command line interface, how look likes. So guys, what is a username and password which I have configured yesterday? What is a username and password which I configure for Nagios? Any guesses? So username is Nagios XI and password is somewhat complex password they provided. Yes. Let's type the localhost login Nagios XI and hit enter, and password I have saved it on my notepad. It's very difficult. No. Nagios XI. Let me type exactly what is the password it is. The password is capital E G @ number 9 F C F D dollar G J 0 number 6 yes N A 4 D N C. What happened? So then this is not accepting the password. What I can suggest is I'll connect this particular console through putty. That's the best suggestion, I think so. So go to run. This is a putty option is there. In the putty, the IP address is 103. Okay. 192.168.0.103 SSH. Sorry, that IP address is 10.168. It is coming. 10.168. It's my bad. 10.168.0.103. So I'm getting this message, accept. What is the username? Nagios XI. I just copy the password. I entered the password. N.168.0.103. Nagios XI. And this is the password. I logged in. Guys, any password is changed yesterday? I didn't remember that. Any password is changed?
I think Nagios admin.
Nagios admin. Huh? Username is Nagios admin, huh?
Username is Nagios admin. Password is same.
Nagios admin. Password is same. Yeah, perfect. Thank you. Got it. So in this case, this will also work. Huh? Okay, I am entering the password is wrongly. So the password is this. The username is so what is the password?
Password we are entering the same. That's
Same, huh?
the same. I means I am already logging with my app.
The password is not pasting here properly. That's the main reason we are unable to get connected. So N.168.0.103. The password is not accepting actually. Hmm? Okay, so without wasting time, let's continue the session. Okay, so the next concept is Nagios configuration structure we need to discuss. Nagios configuration structure we need to discuss. This is a very important whenever you are working on the L1, L2 job in your production environment. If any new server you created, you have an idea about what is a Nagios configuration structure, then only you can add the particular server into the Nagios monitoring configuration. Otherwise, no. Okay. Suppose every company they'll maintain some kind of documentation. The documentation is nothing but server build configuration. Okay. So any company when you join that immediately first whenever you get access, they will start the KT, knowledge transfer. They'll not give the training, just they'll give the knowledge. Training is not correct. Knowledge transfer. Okay. Knowledge training is whatever I'm giving now. Okay. Knowledge transfer means the existing infrastructure, what it is, they will just giving a overview. And even the people are not ready to share all the information because I'll tell you one reason. If I get a job in a new company, I'm in a mood, I'm going to the my vision and my dream, everything, what I should do, what is my new company, what is my salary, what is the benefit. So everything in my mind, I'll be going to the new company vision only, I'll be living in the office. So probably Shiva was replaced with me. So I have a 2 months of notice period. In the 2 months of notice period, after I put the resume, after put my resignation, my management will be look for a candidate internally or externally. So suppose externally you are selected. So Shiva was selected. Shiva also somewhere else it is working. Okay. So definitely the person will be joining either immediately, either maybe end of my last working day. Okay. So mostly sometimes my management, they're trying to hire people as soon as possible. Yes or no? Nowadays, everybody, they're calling, hey, are you joining immediately? Huh? These type of questions they're asking HR. Why? I have 2 months of time, right? After 2 months, if you join, the company will save the money, right? So 2 months salary they will pay for me, and after the third month they will pay the salary for you. So what is the problem they will face in this situation? If you are hired after my last working day, anyone can tell me? Huh?
Can you come again, Ravi?
My last working day today is okay. Today is my last working day. Maybe Tuesday is your login. You will be joining in my position. Okay, some XYZ company. So, what is the benefit after my last working day? You are joining in my place in the project. And scenario number two, if you are joining before 1 month, before 1.5 month, if you're joining before last working day. So, what is the benefit for the company and project?
So all the current and existing stuff, I mean, technically, all the knowledge transfer will be given from the one person to the another person, and they'll be in line whenever the person is relieving.
Exactly. So, here the company will definitely get loss. For one job, they'll paying two salaries some months. Okay. But after the my last working day, so if the job need to perform, company is already committed to the client. So they're paying some amount, requisite amount. So for fulfilling the job, right? But as a company owner, I'll really getting suffer because of you already moved out of the company. Suppose Ramya, your today's last working day. Tuesday, if I call you, hey Ramya, can you please help me? There's some issue is that there's a new person he joined. You are telling that, hey boss, I'm going to new office. I'm busy. Yes or no? Even though you're free, even though
Yes.
you're
Yes,
free.
exactly.
So that's it. Maybe once, maybe 100%, 1%, maybe okay. Um, During the situation of Corona, I joined this company. They gave salary for 50,000 rupees. I survive myself. My family, everybody is survived with this salary. Okay, no problem. At least I'll extend my shift and I can able to help very few people. Okay, even I'm not in that category. Even I'm not in that category. Okay, definitely. Even I'm not in that category. Still, so many people are calling me 3 years, 4 years back companies also. Yeah, whenever I'm free, I'll just helping on the phone. Maybe if that person is my best colleague in that time, definitely I'll help. Maybe the colleague is very bad relation or maybe attitude, definitely I will help. Okay, and it will take some delay. Okay, so definitely I'll show my attitude in that level. Okay. So that's a human tendency. Okay, I'm not a Sadguru. Okay, I am taking that input. Okay, immediately I'll jump and I'll help. No, I'm not doing that. So even though I'm free. So this situation will affect very badly for the production. Okay, this type of situation very badly affecting the production. So that's why they'll prepare every company they're asking to prepare a documentation. This kind of architecture documents they need to prepare and we need to prepare some kind of important step-by-step notes also. Okay, step-by-step notes also. Okay, so in the server build configuration, definitely everybody will get a chance to build a server. So different project, they will follow different process and steps to creating the server build. Okay, once the server build, how they are creating it. Okay, I'll give you a rough idea how the server build is going and I'm explaining about the step-by-step process. Are you clear? So now the heading is Windows Server Build. Okay, Windows Server Build. Windows 2019, maybe 2019 server build for some project. What's the project? SAP project. Okay, SAP 720. Okay, so now what is the step? What is the step they'll follow? Step number one, step number one. Create instance in, okay, create Windows 2019 instance in, instance in Mumbai location, Mumbai region in AWS cloud, AWS cloud. This is the first step, right? So the next step is, so what is the main requirement is there when you're creating it? So use use a specific AMI they already prepared, AMI already prepared, that AMI we need to use. Use XYZ AMI from AMI console and create with the below specification. That the specification is instance type, key pair, VPC, subnet, security group, storage. Anything else apart from? That's it. So this is the way we are creating the mission. So once the mission is created, okay, add server in monitoring. This step they will monitor. Okay. So in which monitoring we need to enable? That's the main question here. So we need to monitor in the Nagios, we need to monitor in the Swarm, we need to monitor in the Prometheus. So different level of services monitoring we are using nowadays. So one of the monitoring services you need to configure it. That's a very important. So if you want to enable the monitoring, they again give some different steps they'll be providing. The different steps we need to learn. Okay, first of all, you need to understand what is the server monitoring configuration structure we need to understand. So then only you can able to build this information. The concept is Nagios configuration structure. Okay, Nagios server configuration structure. So first of all, after successfully Nagios installation, a few directories are available in the Nagios server. The first directory is installation path. Installation path. Every monitoring services, the paths are different. Okay, I'm explaining this is only for Nagios. /USR. This is Linux machine, right? So the paths will be something like this only. Will be showing Nagios XI. This is an installation path. Next one, web server file path. Web server file path. This web server file, the Nagios server, it is showing the web console, right? The complete web console configuration that's called nagios.config file. It is located in this location. /etc/httpd. What is meaning of httpd? What is meaning of httpd? Previously, we already discussed this concept multiple times. What is a httpd? Then conf.d/nagios.cfg. Guys, HTTPD is a web service name. Many times I used to configure service start HTTPD, service stop HTTPD, service restart HTTPD. Multiple times I explained it. Okay. Next, what is a main configuration file path? What is a main configuration file path? So anyone can tell me where the main configuration file path will be there. You can see in that step number 1 and step number 2, point number 1 and point number 2, where we can identify the main configuration file. So normally in USR local, in this location only the path will get start. So slash USR local slash Nagios. There's a folder was created after the installation. In this particular etc file folder will be there. Here we have a Nagios dot CFG configuration will be available. So next, plugins path. Slash USR slash local slash Nagios LABEXCC. Recently, I got an interview. So in interview, they asked a couple of interviews in abroad, especially. So they're asking a few paths information. So can you please note down? Log file path. So log file, what is the use? What are the activities you are doing? Each activity will be stored here. So the path is slash USR slash local slash Nagios. Here there is a variable folder is there, in that logs will get stored. And object configuration path. Objects means what are the services you want to monitor under the Nagios? That is called objects. So object configuration path. So at least you need to remember this location. Okay. Slash USR local Nagios etc. So this is a location we need to remember. So the next concept. So we have successfully understand. So Nagios configuration paths. There is a different types of different configuration files are there. I'll show you Nagios configuration file path chart is available. Nagios configuration file path configuration chart is available. I'll show you if it is available in the Google. Nagios configuration files. Chat. That's not correct. Let me take some picture. Guys, you can see this. So this is a Nagios configuration files. Okay. So how they'll be getting connected, the interlink between one with another. So to clearly mention that the steps are provided. Okay, the steps are provided. So based on that, the communication will happen. So the few important configuration files I have explained it. Okay, so you can go through that. Suppose contact.cfg is there, is a contact configuration file. This is a host.cfg file. So is a host configuration file, it is there. What is used? See, the complete details are mentioned here. Central monitoring component along with the services. So if example, web server is there, database server is there, SAP server is there. So the particular server information we need to provide here. Suppose these type servers, you can add into the host group.cfg. So individual server management is very difficult. So for that reason, if you have 100 servers, you can make it in one group that is called a host group.cfg. So different application services, groups are maintained. Example like a SAP server separately, web servers are separately. So like that they'll be maintained. So group hosts are into the types of alerting and displaying purpose. Okay. Suppose SAP server or SAP service whenever it is down and we need a monitoring alert. So web server related service if it is down and then we need a monitoring alert. So this is a server level configuration. So even contacts. So whoever people are calling and managing the servers and services, that people, and even the people also maintaining the groups. And coming to the resources. Resources means the users who are managing it. So the resources configuration is there. All the main Nagios configuration will be running here. And all web server configuration is running here. And all access related to the password of the users of Nagios admins permissions are available in the HT password users, HT access users is available. So this is the overall, the configuration files information about the Nagios. So I'm recommending that this slide is pretty simple, but it is not easy to remember. At least a few services, few configurations, you can please learn that. And what is the purpose? Everything will be showing in an arrow mark. So, and what is the purpose they created? They clearly mention in this diagram. Any questions? So this we called as core configuration manager. Core configuration manager means it managing the it managing the hosts, it managing the services, it managing the host groups, it managing the service groups, it managing the contacts, contact groups, service templates, and host templates, contact templates. So different level of services, everything is monitoring by core configuration manager. If core configuration manager is down, okay, that's it. So the complete the system will be down. Okay, your applications will be running smoothly. We don't have any problem in that. But the server is not under monitoring. The server is not under monitoring. That's the main problem will come. Suppose if you are getting connected the server, so successfully logged in. So this is the main console is available here. So whenever you're logging in, this is a console will be showing. And based on your requirement, even this particular console you can modify based on your requirement. And the web developer is required for this. And go to the home page. Go to the home page. So in the home page, so the complete details information about host inventory status and service status will be showing here. See guys, one server is up. When I click this, the server, the complete information will be showing here. The complete server status will be showing here. You can see this, the particular server, it will be showing here. The name is localhost, the localhost, and this server status is up, not down, and the duration of this server is 5 days, 10 hours, 32 minutes, 30 seconds. The server is up. Okay, so I really strange that. So why this 5 days the server is up? Yesterday only I have configured this server, right? Yesterday only I configured this server. Why? It is showing is wrong information. 5 days. Anybody can tell me?
Did you create EC2 also yesterday?
No, this is not EC2 actually. I'm creating this server my local system. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So local host means this is a Linux server. It is not my laptop also. This is not my laptop. Anybody can tell me? Either it will be wrong information, either we are not correctly understand the concept. Hmm? So I'm suspecting that the configuration file for the Nagios was updated in the portal 5 days ago, maybe 4 days ago. I have downloaded and I configured it. Okay. So then I have installed it, but actually the yesterday only I have created. So this server will be 5 days it is running, up and running. So because of it is a virtual appliance, even though when I have stopped, when I have, I'm not using the backend, it will be running. If you want to completely stop, so what should I do? I need to go to the server and I need to shut down the server. I need to shut down and stop the services. I didn't do that actually because of if I stop it and when I log in back, if the service is not started, whatever the work I did, that's completely waste. Go to the tactical overview. The tactical overview will be showing this a host health and service health is 100% is up. There is no problem here. So mostly here it will be showing this host have any problem and service have any problem. So server level, service level, both will be showing. If any outages, any blockages will be showing in the set tactical overview. And what are the features we have enabled that we can check this? Enabled. So that means this all the checks can be monitored. Okay. And click on the service status. So what are the services are currently running? The service will be completely showing. In case of service is down, here it will be showing some kind of error. Now this completely it's monitoring of the local host. That means the Nagios server information. This is a Nagios server information. You can see that complete status information about each services, the tracking. So any services you are monitoring under Nagios, you will get this kind of report. You will get kind of this report. Okay. So when I click this host status, okay, and you can give this any name and you can add it to that. So you can able to monitor it. About the server you want to monitor it in a dashboard, you can add it. See, add to the dashboard. Okay, host status summary, add it. Now you can go to the duplicate tab, go to the host dashboard. Now you can see this. This is a way you already is there, but I'm just showing you. Okay, it's already is there. In case if any services you want to monitor, can check that. So in the services, if one services are you are monitoring and two services you are monitoring, everything will get listed here. If anything is stopped, here the status will be showing is a down with a red or maybe orange color. Guys, actually orange color, I think so. So maybe red, maybe red. Okay, maybe red it will be showing. So this color will be showing. So here is a host group status is there. Host group. Where is a host group? Yeah. If the instances are everything in under group, that we can monitor it. So this is actually Linux server. There is a group name called host group name called Linux servers, and one server is up, 12 services are there. So like that, if how many servers are added under Linux servers, all Linux servers under monitor in this particular group. Suppose we have a Windows servers, one group, web servers, Windows servers, one group, web servers, Linux server, one group, web server, Tomcat servers, one. So like that, we can create a multiple groups and we can monitor it so that we can easily, as a single person, you're monitoring all the services, right? And anything else? In case if your project is configured in a global map wise, okay, global map wise, okay. So that particular maps will be configured in this area. So pin the cluster and pin the location name and all so that the based on the time zone configuration it will work. If you want to do the configuration, you just follow this particular area and we can update it like host services, select configuration, MISC settings and nodes. And next, host group overview. Host group overview. So any servers, particular local servers, only you want to get listed how many servers are there, you can open and you can see here. So only one server is there and service is up. And you want to detailed information, once you click that, again it will be showing the service status window only. And you want all the dashboards, you can click here and the dashboard information will be showing this, and you can just drag and drop wherever you want. Okay, this is a drag and drop. Easily you can monitor it. Okay, easily you can monitor it based on your taste. Suppose you want monitoring only the services, like you can keep it here and you can make a duplicate and you can update here. and you want to fetch any reports, you can find out from this. And last quarter, last 24 hours, yesterday, everything will get the report. So example, last week, any data is there, you can monitor it and you can click run it. After you select, run it. Any specific host you want to monitor, any host group you are monitoring it, you can select like this. We have a different groups, right? You can select this like a average host availability, average service availability, server level, service level, both availability will be showing. See guys, up and running 100%, green is 100%. Sometimes if any down, it will be showing some red indication will be there. So then we can easily identify and we can tell the report and we can download the report in this manner also. So we can download the report like PDF and we can share to the client. So this is a PDF view will be there. You can share to your client. Understand? Overall weekly, how much downtime is there? Overall monthly, how much time is available? And overall yearly, how much downtime is there for services? So every company has a giving some service level agreement to the vendor. So I'm maintaining these services. I will not cross more than 5 hours downtime per year. Maybe 10 hours downtime per year. They will take some agreement. So you need to maintain below that. If you cross that, you need to pay the penalties. Okay. Just look at this. So one by one, you can please look at this. Okay. And I'll tell you one more configuration. So next, reports, we have checked that. Dashboard, we check that. And configurations. So here, under the configuration, we have a configuration wizard is there. So here, configuration wizard, there's so many services we have available. I can monitor Active Directory. I can monitor Amazon EC2 instances, Amazon S3 services, Tomcat, Auto Discovery. So many services are there. See, so many services. So once you click here and it will be directly asking that, hey, what is your access ID and a key access ID? And I can monitor the services. Understood? So now if you given this access to that, okay, and I would able to monitor from AWS environment to Nagios console. Suppose recently any credentials, I saved it here. No, I think so. Now, in this case, I'll go to AWS console. Sorry, not creating an account, login account. I'm going to IAM service, identity access management. So here I'm going to create a Nagios admin service. I'm going to create a username called Nagios admin service. Next, I'm providing the permissions for full administrator access. Next, create a user. Go to the Nagios admin and security credentials, access keys, I'm creating it. So for what purpose? You plan to use access to enable the AWS A to access the AWS account, local code, application running on the AWS compute service. Right. Okay, I think this is the one. Services that monitor AWS resources. And next, description for monitor, for monitoring, create access keys. Now this is the keys. Okay. This is the keys. I just place it here. Nagios admin EC2, sorry, IAM access keys. Now I'm going here, access keys. First, I need to click done, continue. Then next, go here, copy this, paste here. Static credentials and static configuration, get available instance list. So it will fetch the instances from, it fetch the information from AWS console. With these credentials, it will fetch. Maybe if you have a network is blocking my firewall, my internet, it will not accept it. I need to send a request to Airtel and I need to enable it. So nowadays the people are not enabling the ports. Yeah, we got it. I think they enabled it. Very good. See guys, how many servers are running? All the servers are showing here. Okay. All the servers are showing here. So AP South 2, AP South 1, and AP Southeast 1. So many servers are running with the IP address, and click on next. And I'm going to add all the servers. Okay. I'm going to add all the servers in the monitoring. Okay. Perfect. So monitoring 5 host, 1 minute and finish. Now, what are the servers in Amazon EC2 I'm going to monitor with this Nagios. So Nagios server I created in my local system, guys. Okay. So your configuration successfully applied and monitoring enabled and was restarted. Okay. Run this monitoring wizard again. Okay. Run another monitoring wizard and view latest configuration snapshot. You can check this. The configuration status is okay. Now I'm going to services, EC2. Instances. Suppose I'll start the few services. I'll start few services here. Okay. So this is a way we are adding the servers between the cloud and the Nagios server and monitoring. Even Nagios server you can configure in the Amazon EC2 instance also. I don't have any problem. Okay. My intention is I was configuring the on-prem to cloud configuration. See guys, unhandled 8 systems problem and 8 systems are down. And what those systems are down, you can see this. These are the systems are down. So it will take some time for fetch the information from Amazon EC2. Okay. Is it clear? గైస్ మీకు అర్థమైందా కాన్సెప్ట్ ఏంటింది ఒక సర్వర్ని ఎట్లా లైవ్ లో కాన్ఫిగర్ చేస్తామనేది ఎస్పెషల్లీ ఫ్రమ్ అమెజాన్ EC2. Yeah, see the data is fetching. Every minute it's fetching the data. These are systems are down. Suppose what is this system? Okay, this system 172.31.10.83. What is this system? I can find out from, okay, yeah, this is not correct. This is not. This is all are 172. But what is the IP address is showing? 172 only. 172.31 series. 172.31 series. Okay. This is a 37.171. Is there? Yeah. So now this power, the system is up. Let's check that. Refresh the console. Post say status. Still the system is not reporting it. Now deploy agent. What is a deploy agent? So for a Nagios related agent, we should deploy on the server, then we'll get monitor. So even remotely, we can give the IP address and we can select that which operating system, like we have a Linux, Windows, Mac, Solaris. We can give the password and you can deploy. So NCPA agent will be get installed. Okay, Nagios agent will be get installed there. Now, if you click that particular IP and this server is running from the Amazon EC2, this type of symbol will be showing here. The server is down 4 minutes ago and we got the report. One step back and 171, the server is down 4 minutes ago. So even if you want to check that the server is pinging or not, ping this host. This is an option called test connectivity. You can check this. So ping host, the packet, how many packets are lost? 100% packet loss. The server is not able to reach. And connect the server. So by using RDP console, directly you can able to connect here. Actually, it is not possible. Why? Anybody can tell me? Why am I unable to connect with this IP address? Anyone can tell me? Why I'm not able to connect with this IP address from my system? Anybody can tell me?
It's already power off in
No, it's a
this
power on only. It's a power on only. See, it is power on only, but we are unable to get connected because this is running on the Amazon Web Services. Nagios service running on my personal laptop. Okay. Both are two different networks, right? Both are two different networks.
Yeah.
How will be getting RDP? So maybe if I get this instead of this, maybe if I use a public IP address, okay. Public IP is not correct method, but just I'm understanding the concept. Okay. Now, if you click connect and it asking the document, click save. Now you can open this file. It will ask this kind of connector and you will get a login page like this. Now it is working fine. Actually, the server is working fine, guys. But why this server is showing the down means actually it is pinging with the local IP. So in this case, actually the Nagios server I need to set up in the same network in the Amazon VPC. So then only it will work. Okay. I hope everyone is clear now, with this concept. Maybe you can raise a question, sir. These all the servers are showing in this console. How? Because I connected with the AWS access credentials. So access credentials connected up to AWS console and it is fetching the virtual machines information, but not the private IP address. Okay. Shiva, you understand the concept? Let me explain. ఇప్పుడు నేను మా ఇంట్లో ఉన్నాను. ఇది నా ప్రైవేట్ నెట్వర్క్. AWS అనేది అక్కడ ఒక ప్రైవేట్ నెట్వర్క్ ఉంది. సో ఇప్పుడు నా ప్రైవేట్ నుంచి ఆ ప్రైవేట్కి నేను డైరెక్ట్గా కనెక్ట్ కాలేను. ఈ కాన్సెప్ట్ తెలుసా తెలియదా మీకు? రెస్పాండ్ చేయండి ప్లీజ్. తెలుసా తెలీదా? తెలుసు అంటే తెలుసు అని చెప్పండి. తెలియలేదు అంటే తెలియదు అని చెప్తే నేను ఇంకొక ఎగ్జాంపుల్ చెప్పేస్తాను అయిపోతుంది. ఐ డోంట్ వాంట్ గెట్ అన్ అనదర్ మూడ్ సెట్. రమ్య,
Yes, Ravi.
Rమ్య, you don't want to stop your answering. If you don't know, I don't have any problem. This is not a school. Okay. If you don't know, tell me. I'll explain in another way. I have that capability, have a time to explain that.
Yeah, we can
I have
connect
that
over the
patience.
network.
I have that patience to explain. Okay. If I'm explaining everything you understand, okay. I'm not liking that. Maybe this is a very advanced concept I'm explaining here. Okay. I'm not
No, I'm not able to answer why, because I didn't attended properly for the previous classes. So I need to recall all the things. So that is why I can't able to answer.
Okay. Right. Galib, what about you? Basically, if you are not answering that, my interest will get gone, actually. Okay, whatever you can understand, you're welcome. Don't worry, no problem. Maybe if I'm not understand, I won't explain. Maybe in front of me, okay, maybe I'm available. Maybe I'm expecting the training. Okay, if I'm not understand, maybe my trainer will explain like this. I can understand. Okay, suppose this is my home. I created Nagios server here. My instances are running in the cloud. These all are managing with the VPC network. These all are managing with my Wi-Fi network. Both are communicating with the internet connection. Now, at least to please give me an answer. At least you understand this concept. Yeah. Between this, we are connecting. This my home. Shiva, me respond చేయండి ప్లీజ్ కొద్దిగా సరేనా మీరు నాకు క్లోజ్ కదా మీరు నాకు కొద్దిగా రెస్పాండ్ చేయండి సో నాకు ఎవరైనా ఆన్సర్ చేస్తే కానీ నాకు తెలియదు ఐఎమ్ గోయింగ్ విత్ వెరీ కాన్ఫిడెంట్లీ ఓకే దిస్ కాన్సెప్ట్ ఈస్ ఓకే అండర్స్టాండ్ ఓకే AWS EC2 is there. Okay, this is AWS EC2. The both are getting connected with internet. Without internet, we able to access the AWS page. Without internet, we'll able to access Amazon EC2 instances, Shiva.
No,
No,
sir.
we cannot
No,
access.
right. So now this is one LAN. This is one LAN. So if any mission is there, I can connect from this mission to this mission. This is possible because this is a LAN network. Maybe if any other system is in my home, I can able to connect. But actually, I'm connecting from my home network to LAN. So normally, if these Windows machines are Linux machines, I'm connecting through public IP address or private IP address. Which IP address I'm connecting normally?
Public
Public.
IP
Public
address.
IP
Public
address.
IP. Yeah, that's a very simple. So come back here. When I'm connecting the configuration, the particular host, the computers which is running on Amazon, what is this IP? This is a public IP address, a private IP address. This is a private IP address. So that's why it is showing as a DOM because my Nagios server is running in my home network. So my home Nagios, they don't know whether the IP address is available in my network. Suppose if we are configured between home network to AWS network, a VPN setup. VPN. What is a VPN concept? I explain for few people already. Galib, Ramya, Shashikala. You guys, you can tell me. You guys only tell me. Remaining people, there's recently joined. So what type of VPN I explain? VPN connectivity, virtual private network.
Virtual private network.
No, దయాకర్ మీకు తెలియదండి, మీకు తెలియదండి సార్, అందుకే చెప్తాను, మీకు తెలియదు, వాళ్ళకి తెలుసు. గాలిబ్ దే నో, శశికళ దేస్ నో, and
We can
Ramya.
connect with the other networks as
Open VPN, right? Open VPN, I explained. This type of setup, if you are configured, I would able to monitor. But right now, I'm not configuring the Open VPN. Again, this is a very big concept. Okay, so if you are configured, definitely this server will easily monitor these services. Easily monitor these services. But right now, it is not happening because even though the server, it is configured in the private network. So every environment, it is monitoring the private IP address. Yes, private IP address, because Nagios server and clients, they are configured in the same network. But actually, why I was configured the Nagios XI in my personal laptop means virtual appliance, how they are configured, really you don't know. Virtual appliance, the configuration steps, it's not available in the cloud. So that's why explaining the concept here. Okay. So actually these hours are up, but intentionally why it is down means because of my home network and AWS network, VPN setup is not there. Virtual private network is not there. That's why it is down. Actually, the server is up and running. See, this is a connectivity is fine. Any other questions? So like that, we can connect the Active Directory. You can connect the Amazon S3. Even Amazon S3 also you can connect and you can monitor it. So anything you can do it. Okay, anything you can do it. So this is one of the biggest configuration unit here. So based on your requirement, you can configure it. So each and everything you need to learn slowly. Then only you'll get more idea. I just explained Amazon EC2, Amazon S3, like the Tomcat you can monitor, Auto Discover you can monitor, DHCP server you can monitor, email server you can monitor. Okay, so many services you can, Azure Cloud you can monitor. So many services you can monitor here. This is a core configuration manager. I told you, no, core configuration manager. What are the services I explained? Core configuration manager. So this everything is monitoring by core configuration. This is a CCM object summary. Core configuration manager. CCM means core configuration manager. 9 hosts. These are the IP address. Step back. 124 services. 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 and how many contacts, only one user. If you want to add new, you can create a new user and you can monitor it. So whatever the activity is done by the administrator also will get the information. Any other question? Any other question, please? So thank you all. Thanks for your participation. So I'm not recommending to set up this environment. Okay, if you are interested, so you can set up the Nagios XI on Amazon EC2 and you can start monitoring your AWS services. Yes, you can do that. No problem. But whatever the method I have used for virtual appliance deployment, that method you should not follow. That method you should not follow. And you can go to Google, Nagios XI installation in Ubuntu. So not core, Nagios XI installation. Maybe I can check the better document I'll share with you. So when I go for download trial, see, this is the download for Linux will be there. So this is a file. So installation guide will be provided. Okay. So from the command line, how you can proceed, you can set up your environment. And let me check in AMI. In instance, we are creating it. In instance, if you're creating it, we have an option called application OS images are there. We can click browse AMI. There is a marketplace is there, AWS marketplace. There's a lot of AMIs are available. Here, Nagios XI is available or not, you can check that. Everything is Nagios core only is there. Nagios XI is not provided. No, that's why I was explained it. Okay. So if any document is setting up the Nagios XI on Amazon, I'll share with you. So if you are interested, you can please practice that one. Thank you all. So tomorrow no class and next class will be on day after tomorrow. That's a Tuesday.
సార్ ఈరోజు నైట్ నా క్లాస్ ఉంటుంది.